You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Bass up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip look like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up, I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitch and that crying. And I say, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit. I know you sick of it too, man. Money supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
Give me more. I too much don't like none of these niggas. I too much don't like none of these hoes. Little bit won't fight for the dick. But I got more bitches, no. They wanna talk down just to see me. They got me all up on gold. She asked I got Molly for this one. Once she started coming out of clothes, damn, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way, well, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way. You little niggas scared of damn player. You little niggas scared of damn tamer. Nigga get ran by these bitches. But I got juice with lots of flavor. I tell her what it is, no pretending. Bitch won't put hands on a nigga. She all in your pockets for paper. But pulling out lick cause you fold. These little niggas know that they nasty. Fuck bitches on periods, you crazy. Gripping little bitch, I know. Can't sit in my whip if you leaking. I been on juice for a minute. But don't need no juice from a stingy. I ain't borrowing nobody hype. I can do this shit out with my niggas. I'm a real Israelite from the south. I got rank about you with the sauce. Little bitch acting like she got 8-1. But 5 taps, bitch, you toss. These niggas turn most just to save her. I ain't trusting no bitch that wear makeup. I ain't having no sex with these status. Her pussy died and met the maker. She got a big booty even though she look. Full of ass like a dollar bill. Hourglass, that's a body figure. But inside, that's what's truly real. I know you still talk to your baby daddy. Anything that make them babies happy. Back and forth with the normal tactics. She wanna be dyke, can't holler that ass. And I ain't never scared to tell her. Now you a bitch, hide from your past. Well, let's work up on the future. I got that juice when I enter. Baby girl got potential. With a mind going with the system. I say fuck all of these niggas and yeah. I too much don't like none of these niggas. I too much don't like none of these hoes. Little bit won't fight for the dick. But I got more bitches, no. They wanna talk down just to see me. They got me all up on gold. She asked I got Molly for this one. Once she started coming out of clothes, damn, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way, well, I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way from just trapping. I came a long way ripping plastic. I came a long way. Really don't like none of these niggas. I say fuck all of you niggas. Really don't like none of these hoes. I say go and get ghosts. Really don't like none of these niggas.
All right, shalom, Israel, shalom. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, and we are under Commander General Yohana, and we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, according to the Bible, man. All right, so we teach that according to history, archaeology, and biblical prophecy, day in and day out, man, all over the states. You know what I'm saying? Overseas and in the islands, man. We teach our people who they are according to the Bible, man. And yesterday we had went over Exodus. We started Exodus 8, and we ended off in 12, man. Talking about the Passover, man. Talking about the Lord's Passover, what He did for the children of Israel, and what He did to gain Moses and to get him to have leadership, to lead our people and get them in order to get out of captivity, right? So we left off where the plagues was at, right? When it was where they did where the Passover happened. Let's see. That's it. All right. Okay, yeah, that's it. So let's start let's start. Let's reiterate. Let's reiterate chapter 12 a little bit. All right. So let's start at Exodus 12 and 12 and 2. Start at 12 and 2. Oh, start at 1, first one.
This is Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1.
Right.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, His month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Right.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Right. He said, this month shall be the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Right. They just came out of captivity. Right. It's like it. He's getting them in order. Right. So now he's talking about what this month shall be unto them, man. He's talking about they're not learning those philosophies that they just learned, man. You know what I'm saying? In Egypt. They're coming and they're learning a new thing, right? They're learning something that came from their heritage, right? So he's saying this month shall be a beginning of months to you. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers.
Right.
A lamb for an house.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 4. And if the household to be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls.
Right.
Every man according to this eating shall make your account for the lamb.
Right. Okay. So he's saying if the house be too little, man, take it to the next house, man. This brotherhood class anyway, right? So this Tuesday class is based off of brotherhood. So we're gonna throw a little brotherhood in there. So this is what Christ was telling them to do right here, like in it's like where he said, "Thou shalt love thy neighbor." These are acts right here of loving your neighbor right here. All right. They did this back then. This was showing brotherhood and sisterhood when somebody's house was too small. It's like sharks. Right. So he said, share, pretty much make room for somebody else if their house is too little. Put their lamb in their house. Right. Share the space that you have amongst your people. So we were living in the ghettos, man, just like here in America today, living in those ghettos right in Egypt, man. Right. Pretty much, we're going through the same exact thing that we have here. It's a parallel. So read verse 5. Keep going.
Verse 5. Her lamb shall be without blemish.
Right, your lamb should be without blemish, right?
A male of the first year, he shall take it out from the sheep or from the goat.
Right.
Verse 6, and ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Right.
Verse 7, and they shall take up the blood and strike it on the two side posts, and on the upper doorposts on the houses.
Right. Go ahead.
Therein they shall eat. Verse 8, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire.
Right, and they shall
unleavened bread.
Right, they shall eat the flesh in that night. Why do they have to hurry up and eat it that night? If anybody can answer.
Israel. They fled. And this is when they fled from
they had
Egypt, and they didn't have, so they weren't
the
supposed
next
to leave a trace.
right. They're not supposed to leave a trace, and because they had to eat pretty much. If they cooked that bread right all the way with yeast, right, they wouldn't have had no time.
Right.
So it said. Plus they had to eat it that night, right? They had to eat it that night. They had to do it with haste. So go ahead.
And unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs,
right?
They shall eat it. Verse 9: Eat not of it raw.
Right, eat not of it raw, man. Don't eat it raw. Cook it all the way through. At least somewhere to where there's no blood, right? So go ahead.
Nor sodden it all with water.
Right, don't boil the meat. Cook it with fire, man. This is a sacrifice to the Lord. You're not doing no easy way out, no whatever. They butchering, doing all kind of experiments with the food, and we're not doing that. Cook it right, cook it all the way through, and don't boil it. So keep going.
But roast with fire.
Right, roast it with fire. Go ahead.
His head with his legs.
His head with his legs. How they tie? They tie the legs and right. That's saying it like that. And go ahead.
And with the pertinence thereof.
Right.
Verse 10: And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
Right, and you shall let nothing remain of it in the morning. Don't let nothing remain. Don't leave, like you said, don't leave a trail. Right. Have everything eaten and clear that plate, man. Finish it. Right. Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
And that which remain of it until the morning, he shall burn with fire.
Right, burn with fire. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And this shall ye eat it with your loins. With your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it ye shall eat it in haste.
Right.
It is the Lord's Passover.
There it is. That's what it is. It's the Lord's Passover. These are the instructions from putting that blood up on those doorposts, man. Right. And then letting that angel, that death angel that the Lord sent out, pass over through those doors, man. So showing that you followed the instructions, for one, and number two, showing that you're the Lord's people, right? It's a sign. The Egyptians not going to do that. They're already going through plagues and suffering frogs and locusts and boils, and pox, right? They are going through this. They're already taking a hit right now. They're not going to follow anything that we do. Now, we were married, of course. Some of our people were married to some Egyptians, right? As they got in the wilderness. So these things happen, while they were together. So of course they still did the instructions, just like Moses. He was married to an Egyptian, still did the orders of the Most High, right? So keep going.
Verse 12.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night,
right?
And I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. Right.
He said, I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite the firstborn of the land of Egypt, man. The Lord is repaying these Egyptians for what they have done to our people when Moses was a child, when he was an infant, man. He's repaying that. He's coming back tenfold, man, for what they have done to our people. The oppression for those 400 years since Joseph was there, man. He's bringing it back through, like we was talking about last night. Now it's their turn to see how their first sons, their first everything, getting smitten, man. The first born male of everything, their cattle, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about it was an ant walking through out there, man. That thing is done. You know what I'm saying? Some way, somehow, the angels swiping the firstborn male of every living thing out there in that land. You don't care, right? So let's see. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold the man in beast.
Right, see?
I was like,
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
Right.
Verse 13, and the blood shall be to you for a token unto the houses. Like, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see the blood, I will pass over you,
right.
and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 14, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial.
Right.
And ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord. And ye shall,
mm-hmm.
and it shall be a feast to the Lord throughout your generation.
Right.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
Right. And this the whole point of what we're doing right here. This is why we have the, what you call it, that Lord's 54th annual Passover, right? In Raleigh, North Carolina on April 4th, man. These are the traditions that we're gonna keep, right? What we got? They just talked about the lamb, right? We got that lamb slaughter on that Wednesday, right? On the 29th, right? We got that. We're gonna cut all them lambs up, man. We're gonna slaughter the lamb. We're gonna do what our ancestors did, and we're gonna prepare that meat throughout that week until the day of the Passover, right? So that's something. We're doing something real ancient, man. Something that we have been doing for generations, man. You know what I'm saying? That these other nations try to copy, you know what I'm saying? That they try to what you call it? Try to recreate or do a replay of what our ancestors actually did. Right? We got the Jewish man that they don't even do half of what's in this tonight. Right? So yeah, go ahead.
15. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
Mm-hmm.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
Right. So you read 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So this way I got marked off yesterday. So 7 days you shall eat leavened bread, man. Right. So we're gonna eat unleavened bread for 7 days after the Passover. Right? After April 1st, we will be the Feast of Leavened Bread starts that next day on that Sunday. And we will be following these right here, these instructions right here, doing these same traditions right here, the same act. You know, eating that unleavened bread. We'll eat unleavened bread on the day of the Passover also, right? But that bread, these are the same traditions that Christ also, you know, kept when he was on the earth, man. Right? He kept these same things. He kept the Passover, kept those feasts of dedication, Purim, all those things that we have celebrated throughout this year, and in and off. Go ahead.
So what is leavened bread and what is unleavened bread?
Leavened bread. Okay, leavened bread has yeast in it. So when you cook it, it's gonna have yeast, so it's gonna rise. So it takes a little longer to cook, right? It's just like when you put any type of baking soda, you know, it contains baking soda. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have cornbread or what else? Cakes. You know what I'm saying? Anything that rises, you know what I'm saying, with the bread. Unleavened bread is not gonna have that yeast in it at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. Almost like tortilla, right? Or any type of flat bread that doesn't have any yeast that doesn't rise. That's unleavened bread. And you can tell, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our tribes, you know what I'm saying, the tribe of Gad, you know what I'm saying, or the tribe of Issachar, the Mexicans, you see they have that, a lot of that in their history. You know what I'm saying, the tortilla bread, because they had that in their history. They know about this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? The people that still know about us being Israelites. So that's the difference. Just yeast and no yeast. So unleavened bread has no yeast. So he said, for 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. So you know what? We're gonna read it. Let's keep going. Is that it on that though? Is that all you had?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have one more thing.
Okay, you can.
It says to put away leaven out of your houses.
Right,
So
right.
That's flour and all. Right?
Yeah. Anything that has yeast that contains yeast.
Contains yeast.
Right.
Okay.
You can put it out of your house. Even if you have if you had like a shack or something, like a shack or somewhere you could put it, just take it out of your house. Right. That's the traditions that will follow. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing hard to do, right? You know what I'm saying? We just follow our traditions because we still doing what our ancestors have done. So we do that. We do that also. You know what I'm saying? Just take it out of the basis of our home. You know what I'm saying? Do what the Lord said. That's it. Yeah, you go ahead.
16.
Verse
16. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation.
Right, a holy convocation.
And in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them.
Right. He's saying on this it's like on this celebration, on this day, there shall be no work after these generations, right? So when we celebrate this Passover, there shall be no work. Because for one, it's the Sabbath day, right? Well, they ain't even go over that yet, but you know what I'm saying? That's where it started, right there. You know what I'm saying? It does land on the Sabbath day.
Feast day. Oh yeah, it is Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right. It's gonna be on the Sabbath. So it says no work shall there be, right? All right, so go ahead. So yeah, so with that being said, for all these people we love our brothers, but we just try to correct them. You know what I'm saying? These fake Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? These other brothers that's not, you know what I'm saying, with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't hate them to the point where we want to hurt them, but we trying to correct them. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in here doing it right. We're doing it the way it's been changed, right? And we want to correct our brothers. You know what I'm saying? They need to be in here with us. You know what I'm saying? On that Passover, man. Some people having their Passover in March, right? It's March maybe 5th. The other Israelite groups, and it's not even a full moon on the Sabbath. It's always a full moon on the Passover, right? So you already know this. You're wrong right there. These brothers, like these generals, man, they take their time to mark these calendars every year, man. They do this every year. Take their time to make sure that they do this thing right. And the Lord is with us on that. You know the Lord is with us because these generals, they put in the time and the effort and they study and they do this. I don't know how they do it, but I see the results of it. I see the fruit that they bear. And these generals, they've been doing this for a long time, so they know what they're doing. All right. Go ahead.
You got Ofc Ahchaaz Ahmar, and he said, "Shalom, Lord Christ."
Hey, Lord Christ, we're going on, Ofc Ahchaaz. Can't wait to see you, brother, at the Passover, man. Yeah, you keep going. Let's go.
Say that which every man must eat. That only may be done for you. Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in this self-same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by a ordinance forever.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 18. In the first month of the 14th day of the month at even ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 1 and the 12th day of the month at even.
Right.
I mean, at even.
And 1 and the 20th day at the month of the evening.
What I say?
12th. That's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Verse 19.
Yeah, go ahead.
7 days shall there be no leaven found in your house.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This explains the same thing, right? So let's keep going. We're gonna let's get to the meat. Verse 20. And no leaven bread had Moses called for the elders. Okay, he's explaining the same thing for a little bit. It's like, all right, after all of that, right? Giving those instructions. Let's hit. All right, let's hit 28, verse 28.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they.
Right. So the children of Israel, they followed the rules, man. They followed suit. They did what he said, man. After all that moaning and groaning, after the king died, the Lord heard them, got Moses out of his comfort zone with his family, right? Got him out of his comfort zone with his family, with his stepfather, with his kids, and told him to go get my people, right? Just like how we do here in the truth, right? This is what we do. We get out of our comfort zone, man. We're in the Lord's army. This is why it takes so much, so much girth and girding up your loins, right? Like he told Job, so much strength and courage. Because we do this job to the max, man. We do it to the fullest. Right? We radical, man. Right? We're not lukewarm, man. We do this thing to the max. We are exactly in the spirit of Yahushua, man. Right? That's what we walk like he walked in him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like our king walked. We take on that burner and we're on fire with it in here. That's how we do. That's how we come in here, man. It's a job not for everybody, but if you in here, if you called to do this and you're here for a reason, man. Here for a reason. The Lord got us together for a reason, man. This is why he's telling us to do these instructions, to come together on this Passover, right? We're on a mission, man. We're almost out of here, man. You see what's going on? This earth is coming to an end, man. Right? These are the things that is going to befall this earth, those plagues that we just read yesterday, right? Same thing coming back around tenfold, man. Tenfold. Now they're getting a whiff of what we went through in Egypt thousands of years ago after we was there for 400 years. Now it's back again, man. Captivity after captivity. It's time again. It's that time again, right? But this time we're going to get it right. And there's not going to be no more of this not following the Most High, backsliding children of the Most High. We're going to follow these orders and we getting it done this time. No more. The Lord has had mercy on us forever, man. Forever. All this time. And you telling me we can't, you telling me I can't sacrifice my life for this job, man? Do something to get my people together. We've been in hell for years, man. It's time now. So forget this world, man. Forget what people talk about, man. Forget what the comments that they make against you, man. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is going to be passed over, man. Passed over, just like we talking about the Passover. All that stuff is going to pass over because they're gonna see in the end exactly what you've been saying was right, man. Because you stood with the Lord. They're gonna see the results. They're gonna see you bear that fruit, man. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's keep going on, Tom. Where was that? 28? No, yeah, you go 29. Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Verse 29.
Right.
And it came to pass at midnight, the Lord smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
Right, man. At midnight, at the dawn, he came through with the death angel. Who's the death angel? Michael, right? Michael. Yeah. The archangel came through and did a sweep, man. It hits on these Egyptians, man. The firstborn, right? Go ahead.
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and on the firstborn of cattle.
Right, man. He hurt their livestock right there.
Damn, he went to the cows.
Yeah, he hit the cows, man. He hit the cows. You can't touch the Lord's people, man. Right? You can't do that. You can't just come and touch his people, even though we have slid. You know what I'm saying? Even though, say it's your child, man. You know what I'm saying? You got sons and daughters. You got children. You got sons.
One son, 3
One son, 3 daughters. And you got
I got
one daughter, right? So you love them with all your heart, but they might backslide against you a couple times, right? They might disobey your orders. You know what I'm saying? Things you tell them. But if somebody out there messing with them, is you just gonna be like, nah, I remember what you did.
Right.
Heck no. All that put to the side. That's exactly the same thing with the Most High with us, man. He's like, no. Because he heard them crying and groaning, going through that oppression, just like right here now, man. Even though our generations are in a hole, he's coming back to get us right. Right?
It's like I mean, he still had that compassion for his people after we done disobeyed him so many times.
Right.
He still had that love for it.
Right.
So that should tell you something.
Exactly. That should tell you exactly what the job of a father really is, man. You should take it upon yourself to be like the Most High in those situations. You should be just as disciplinary as him. You should be just as merciful as him. You should think like him, right? And you're gonna think like him throughout all the scriptures right here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make acts of what he has done. You know what I'm saying? For him, I mean, for us, the children of Israel, and you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that amongst your children. You're gonna do that amongst your people too, right? So let me get a preset real quick. Let me get it. Search this. Get Zechariah 2:8. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Get Zechariah 2:8.
Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8.
Right.
For his saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you.
Right. He said, this is Zechariah talking about. He said, it's like, yeah, thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory, he has sent me against the nations which spoil you, which means they destroy you. Not spoil as in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, spoil like you're treating them well, you know what I'm saying? Words change over time. Right. So he said, which spoil you, which destroy you, you know what I'm saying, and hurt you, right? Just like how they do to us here in America today, right? They spoil us, man. They give us crack, right? Put crack in our neighborhoods. Legalize weed in all 50 states, right? Even though it might not say it's legal on paper, they still letting it be passed around out there. If they really was doing their job, this stuff wouldn't even be out here, right? You know what I'm saying? They want us destroyed in our ghettos and our hoods, right? They let our people continue to destroy ourselves, kill our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop and frisk. You know what I'm saying? Innocent brothers in jail. You know what I'm saying? They're running that business heavy right there. Got the brothers in the penitentiary and jail and all that stuff, right? So go ahead, and them abortion clinics, man. Them abortion clinics, setting up them damn abortion clinics, man. Man, that one pisses me off almost the most right there. That one that would, whew, I don't, man, come on, man. Man, exactly. Kill the baby before they even get started, man. Kill the firstborn. There it is. This is why the Lord is doing this to this place right now. It hasn't even reached its peak yet. It hasn't reached its peak. They think this is all they're gonna get. Man, come on. This is gonna be the worst destruction they have that the earth has ever felt in mankind, man. This is gonna be the biggest one, and it's gonna be it deserves it. The Lord's gonna give exactly what's deserved, right? He's not gonna do nothing for no reason. He's gonna do exactly what you deserve. Go ahead.
For that touch of you.
For he.
Oh, so like for he that touches you, touches the apple of his eye.
Right. For he that touches us, the children of Israel, touches the apple of the Most High's eye, man. Touches what's the apple of the eye? If you explain.
for God.
Yeah, you got it.
The most precious thing that you ever seen.
Exactly. Hey, give him a hand on that, man. That's exactly what it explained right there. The most precious thing you ever seen. You think about an apple.
Compassion, though.
What?
You see that compassion that he have for us, unconditional love. You know, after we done disobeyed him so many times, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
He could have been just said,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Like it. I'm telling you, that's exactly what he could have did, man. He almost did do it, but Moses begged him not get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? And we know about that in Deuteronomy, right? You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna hit that today, but you know about that, right? And this is way after that. Here in Zechariah, what we're reading, this is way after that, and all the way to now, today, to this day. Yeah.
If you think about it, even he was still destroying the firstborn, even up until Yahshua.
Mm-hmm. Right. He was destroying the firstborn. Right. Exactly. Yeah. He definitely was wiping up those nations' firstborn. Right. And people ain't realize that.
The sacrifice is
right.
in order for us to live.
Exactly. That's where you see that comparison throughout all the Bible. It's the same thing. Same thing. That's how you know. That's how you know the children of Israel is still in effect to this day, just by what you said. That's a good point right there. Right. So, and then So he that touches you touches the apple of his eye, right there. Right. And you know how we use slang. You know what I'm saying? If they touch you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's right there in the Bible. It's right there in the Bible. Even though this is written in Old Quaker English, it still was written in Hebrew before, and we can still decipher exactly what these scriptures are saying. And you know it's by black and brown men, right? So let's go back to Exodus chapter 12 and
I think we're on 30 now.
Yeah, you can read 30.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 30.
Right.
And Pharaoh rose up in the night. He and all his servants and all Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt. Man, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. Ooh,
for there wasn't one house where there was not one dead. They say it like how we talk. For that, there wasn't not one nigga dead in no house. Nothing. There was somebody dead in each house of those Egyptians, man. Of those Africans, man, that oppressed us, right? They came and did their job excellent.
Not one jot, no one tittle.
Not one jot, no one tittle shall pass from not one being dead. They came, them angels, boy, they on point with their job, man. They not gonna miss a beat. I'm telling you, them angels, man, when the Lord say do something, they gonna do it on point. That's how we gotta be, right? But one day we're gonna be much higher than the angels here on this earth. Right. Once we get it right, we're gonna get to that point, right? That's just a little example of how it's supposed to be. The angels don't. Go ahead.
We're the Lord's army, man.
Right. We're the Lord's army. Right. Exactly. And the Lord has an army up in heaven with those angels. Right. They do not disobey no order. Right. They don't. So that thing about Lucifer being the fallen angel, and he liked music and fell from the clouds. No. Because last time I checked, Satan didn't disobey what the Lord told him to test Job. Right. He answered to the Most High. Every angel and demon, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put it as, you know what I'm saying, in that term, but when we say demons, just we put it as in a vile spirit, pretty much. A spirit contrary to the Most High spirit, right? They do every order, man. Even those Satan, he follows what the Most High says, to test you or to kill. You know what I'm saying? So he got angels, evil angels to kill, and he got good angels to kill. He got killers on both sides. Like, come on, man.
You got the good killer, right? You got the bad.
Yeah, right. And this is why we should follow the Most High, because He has complete control, right? And we're His vessels here on earth. So yeah, so He rose up in the night, man, and they were a great cry. Just imagine, I mean, every corner around somebody's doorstep or around you, just hear mamas and fathers just oh my God, man, that's devastating. Just think about how our people get our brothers get killed in the streets by these cops, and the mama comes out there and crying her behind off when her son get killed like that. They get killed by by another brother. They're out there wailing, man. Wailing. You got something?
Yeah. Like it, but he tried to tell him.
Yeah, he did.
He tried to tell him. He said Moses.
Man.
And Moses told him.
He told him. He
let
did.
My people go.
And the part about it is, so it's so crazy. He just asked for 3 days. Right. Just 3 days to go so we can get ourselves together to follow our customs and our traditions. And we'll come back and we'll go back to work. And he wanted to sit there, and the Lord, and like we read yesterday, and the Lord knew. He said from the get-go, he knew that Pharaoh was not going to harden. He said that. He said that.
He hardened his heart.
Right. Right. And that's how his heart was hardened, because he knew he was not going to follow suit and let us at least go worship the Lord for 3 days, man. 3 days. And Ramesses knew Moses, man. They grew up together. Right? He was by his right-hand man up in Egypt. And he said, man, look, these are my people. I know what I did, but let me go and take my people just 3 days, man. Our God. And he's like, he's trying to try Moses. Who is this guy that you talk about? Like, we only know these Egyptian guys. We only know these Kemet guys, right? You know what I'm saying? He's like, who? He pretty much playing. I'm like, who is this? Who are you talking about? Do you see the power I got? I got y'all in captivity. I got your people working for me. No, I ain't letting them go. And he thought he had it. He never knew or thought a day in his mind that something like this was going to happen right here. He didn't know who he was playing with at all.
Even after the staff turned into a snake and swallowed up.
Yeah, it's not,
right. Other snakes
that he had, right?
Warlords or whatever.
Yeah.
Had made up.
His magicians had. They had their little snakes or whatever. Lord had his staff. Had Moses' staff turned to a snake and then ate the other snakes. And that was just to show that, right, to show the Lord's strength. That you're not going up against the right man right now, the right power, right? Which what God means. God just means power or Lord, you know what I'm saying, authority, right? Right, and his name is Yahweh, man. Most High's name is Yahweh, right? That's the Lord's name, man, in the Hebrew, right? You got that, the Hebrew chart, you know what I'm saying? You can make out his name, you know what I'm saying, in those characters right there. Shout out to Ofc Ahchaaz Ahmar. He teaches Lashon Kodash, which means the holy tongue, right? On Fridays, every Friday, man. He's teaching us that Hebrew, man, keeping us up, man. And he got us all right in here, man. Reading that, right? So yeah, so big ups to that, man. So let's keep going.
Verse.
Yeah, let's go.
31.
Right.
Verse 31.
Mm-hmm.
And he called for Moses and Aaron by night.
Right.
And he said, rise up and hit you forth from among my people.
Right.
Both ye the children of Israel and go serve the Lord as ye have said.
Right. He said, all right, now time to get up and go. This is what he was talking about. You already got your unleavened bread. They already cooked. They already ate it that evening, that sundown, right? How we have sundown. That's why we have class at 7. You know what I'm saying? That's what sundown is. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible now. We just say that it's at 7 because, you know what I'm saying, that's what time the sun goes down, right? And then, like I said, the generals look at this and they calculate all of this, right? Maybe one day we'll understand, right? And you should understand, right? It's very simple thing, right? So he said, so they got up by that night, right? And they rise up. And he said, go forth among my people, both ye and the children of Israel, and go and serve the Lord as he have said, right? So go ahead, 32.
Verse 32.
Right.
Also take your flocks and your herds, and ye have said, and gone and bless me also.
And be gone and bless me, right? Hey, go ahead, keep going.
Verse 33. And the Egyptians were urgent and upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste.
Right.
For they said we be all dead men.
Man, look, them Egyptians says, get the hell out of here, man. they said this is enough. That's enough. We done had enough. Because the more y'all here, the more we getting infected with y'all being here. Go. They tried to tell them already. That's Pharaoh's fault. That's Pharaoh's fault. They don't get mad at us. They try to tell Pharaoh. They're gonna be like, why in the world didn't you let them go? Why? And they probably did. It was like, what are you doing? Let them go. Tell them to get gone, man. like they're a plague unto us. Our firstborn son just got killed. Yeah.
They didn't learn from the plague. Like
nah.
They just thought that shit was cold. Like
Pharaoh didn't learn from the plague.
So that was the first attack.
Right.
And it took for them because people died.
Yeah.
During their plague.
Yeah. People died from the pot.
So he just thought that was just a little. He thought that was just a little virus that was gonna pass over.
Right. Yeah. Somewhat. I mean, let's put it like this: the Lord hardened his heart, so he saw what was happening, but he still didn't care because he's that proud. Think about them Hamites now. Think about them Africans. You know they're proud.
And then it's like this scripture. I'm paraphrasing it, but it's like the Lord come like a thief in the night.
Where
he came.
Ooh,
he came in the middle of the night.
That's a good one.
And took everybody like.
I mean, he said he came in the thief in the night.
Yeah, he came.
Oh, I mean, he gonna come in the thief in the night. That's talking about Ahchaaz, which is Christ, right? He's gonna come like a thief in the night. This is an example of it right here.
Right.
The Lord came sent them angels like a thief in the night. You know what I'm saying? But when it's saying he gonna come like a thief in the night, of course. I mean, it could be at nighttime. We don't know when the Lord will come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could be dead asleep and boom, he busts up in the cloud. Boy, we're gonna be like, we're gonna be doing triple takes, not double takes. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Let's hope.
Trying to get up.
Yeah, we're gonna get up. Hopefully them chariots come beam us up, man. Right? That's what we want at the end of the day. Want to get beamed up by those chariots.
We ain't gotta pack no bags in there.
No, pack no bags. Forget it.
Forget all that shit.
Forget it. You're gonna have what you need. You gonna look, man. That's gonna be a glorious day, and that's what we about to lead up to in a little bit at the end, right? So it's gonna look. You'll see. Let's go. Let's finish.
Verse 34.
Right.
And the people took their dough before it was leavened.
Right. They took their dough before it was leavened. They took that unleavened bread, right? Before it rised up. Right? Go ahead.
They're kneading throats.
Kneading throws.
Yeah.
Kneading throws.
Kneading throws.
Like how they say thoroughbred. So you say so kneading throw.
Kneading throws.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pronounce.
Being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders.
Right. So they took everything, man. They took the unleavened bread because they was gonna need something to eat on the way. We about to take a trip, right? We're gonna get the hell on. We're gonna try to get to the land flowing with milk and honey, like they explained, right?
Right.
So go ahead.
And children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. and they borrowed the Egyptian jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment.
Right.
Verse 36.
Right. Yeah. When it's talking about they borrowed, look, come on, man, we ain't borrowed.
We took this shit.
Not even just what we took. We already had it. When it's talking about they borrowed, look, we already got what we got on now. You know what I'm saying? We like to rock our chains, our gold, our earrings, nose rings, and all that stuff. We already had it. So when it's saying they borrowed it, they took their jewelry with them. They took what they had with them, right? Because it's not like these 12 tribes are not gonna have that on. Come on now. Who rocks this better than us? Who rocks gold and silver better than we do? Nobody. Yeah, this is our signature right here. You know what I'm saying? Well, that ain't come to later. The shield of David. You know what I'm saying? That ain't come to later. But what we had, our jewelry, we took it with us pretty much. Just straight like that. We took our jewelry with us. Go ahead.
Verse 36.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians.
Right. No, go ahead. You can go.
37.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses was Succoth.
Yeah, Succoth.
About 600,000 on foot that were men besides children.
Right. So Ramesses, which is Pharaoh's name, right? The Pharaoh, that was his name, Ramesses, to Succoth. You know what I'm saying? They went to Succoth, another land. Ramesses was named after that land. So, right. So to Succoth, and about 600,000 on foot that were men besides children, right? So it's 6,000 men, right? Period. It was 600,000 men on foot of our men of Israel, right? And then beside the children and the women. Go ahead.
Verse 38.
Uh-huh.
And a mixed multitude went and up also with them, and flocks and herds and very much cattle.
Right, there they go talking about that mixed multitude that they like to talk about, right? Like how the Christians like to say, oh, but they had a mixed multitude.
That don't mean people. That don't mean multiple races.
Yeah, it's not. Well, it's not. Yeah, there you go. You took it. It doesn't mean multiple races, right?
That's crazy.
Mixed multitude is talking about men and women. It just said it in the previous verse. Beside men, beside children, right? The mixed multitude of women and children.
It says lights about me.
Go ahead.
It says most of it's
Go ahead.
most of one of the flocks and herds, even most. Damn, where did just go? I just read.
Yeah, 38.
There was another. Yeah, it's like okay.
Is it? Yeah. So I mean, of course, like I just explained, of course, we had interracial marriages back then, just like now. You know what I'm saying? But it's not talking about that. Of course, they ended up talking about that in the Deuteronomy. You'll see that people that was with Egyptians, right? Right? And then you'll see who it was somebody. It was who killed that Moabite woman that was with them in Deuteronomy. Was that Joshua or it was somebody named Jeremiah also? It was somebody that killed somebody with a javelin because they was over there pounding a Moabite woman in the tent, and he put a javelin through both of them. So he probably on top of her, or she on top of him, whatever, and he put it through both of their back, through both of them, because he said it was a Levite brother. It's like, hell no, Moses just look. He was standing with Moses. I don't know who it was, but that you'll see that there was other people that was with us, but that's not talking about.
I don't know if you know
that doesn't mean that there are people. They're always trying to save other nations. So go ahead.
This is a random question.
Go ahead.
I know you probably don't know, but did Moses marry that heathen before he was in the truth?
Yeah.
Or so it was before he was in the truth?
Right.
Oh.
He knew of his people. He knew of his people and everything, but he was in Egypt.
Right.
All this growing up. He had been there and married what's her name? Zipporah.
Right.
Yeah. The Egyptian woman. right? So don't say that was his wife.
So that's why
It was his wife.
So that's why he wasn't held accountable for it, because he didn't know.
Right. The Lord have mercy, just like he does with a lot of us now. Right? Have mercy on the brother. You know what I'm saying? But he still did what the Lord said, regardless. Right? So let's skip. All right, let's keep going. Let me skip to it's like, all right, read 40. Go ahead. Let's you got comments here?
That's my fault.
You ain't add him in the class?
Mike, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mike.
Hey, it's like about the young man Mike. Thanks for joining us in class though. Thank you. The water. So let's get go ahead and read 40.
Verse 40.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years.
Right. So the sojourner of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. That's how long that we've been in that captivity.
Nice.
This is like here. Look, same thing here. Man, a little over actually. You know what I'm saying? 400 plus years, man, in Egypt.
It's just like, how many years is it gonna take for us to get it? Like,
it's gonna take it takes a strong effort, man, because it's generations that's going against the Lord because they don't understand that their fathers have not taught them, right? It gets passed down, man. That's where them curses in Deuteronomy come through right there, right? That's why he had to explain that to them coming in Deuteronomy. If you didn't do these things, it's going to continue to happen like this. Like y'all just came back from when Joseph was there in Egypt with y'all. Now I'm getting Moses to get y'all out of here. Y'all need to understand that these things are going to come even 10 times worse now, right? Now these other nations they're gonna come like a lion, man. They're gonna come roaring. They're gonna come on a proud, man, to take us out. Because they knew who we were as a people, for one. They know they could use us because they seen other nations use us. They seen Egypt had us in captivity. They want to do the same thing. They're like, they ain't care about no Exodus story. They don't try to get over. But then when they get destroyed, now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at Esau here in the day. They think they can get over now. They're like, they know who we are. So they're like, they think this thing ain't gonna come back around, man. You got something?
It seems that we're the only ones who have forgotten who we are.
Right.
That's why we continue to be other nations' tools.
Right. Exactly. Right. Man, look, man. Exactly. Go ahead. Exactly. Look like we the only ones that forgotten who we were, man. You know what I'm saying? They're every other nation gonna follow with some type of heritage, some type of traditions that they've done. You know what I'm saying? Which has nothing compared to ours. Right. That's why they go so hard and try to take ours out. Go ahead.
Like you, I don't know if you remember this. Well, you probably do.
Go ahead.
But you remember when in high school when we had white boys sweat, we had all niggas trying just like white
Sperry's and
Sperry's and little
short.
Yeah.
But
then we got Esau dressing like us.
Nah, yeah.
Man.
They want to be us. So why in the world? They've been following us, man. For a long time. They try to follow our trends.
Our music and all like
music. Like, they want to be us. So why you want to turn around and I look. I didn't dress like that. I saw it. I did not. You did? It's okay. It's all right. Look. No, I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't that. Is that Eastlands?
What's the other one called?
What's that?
The damn wallabies.
The wallabies.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. The cars, that might have been our shit.
Man.
That was wearing
look.
That's some Jamaican shit. Yeah.
So that's Benjamin.
So I can't even
Jamaicans used to rock all the time in Clark.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna sit here and say it. I ain't never thought about doing it now. I'm not gonna take. I ain't gonna take it that far. I was about to. I wanted to.
I ain't never worn with no socks.
Talking about the Nike socks.
I was wearing with Nike socks.
Sperry's
I ain't never
and
worn mine with no socks. My brother used to wear his with no socks and the little ass.
Oh no!
And the polo. Nah, he used to wear his. Well, he threw the clock too. Man, the Sperry.
Right.
I ain't never worn mine with no socks. I couldn't do that.
That's
And
sweaty behind the leather shoes.
Yeah,
It's hot.
And the polo shirt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And the damn polo shirt.
Yeah. At least that.
I had the button up and
Tell you.
My Fresh Prince of
I'm
Bel-Air.
telling you. Hey, it's Carlton. Yeah, you got something?
Nah, I was just trying to add you.
No comments? Okay, that's cool. All right, so yeah, man. We went into trends just now. Let's go. Let's get so 430 years, man. 430 years they dwelt in Egypt, man. This is exactly what we're going through right now. Right? But you know what I'm saying, we shouldn't worry about, you know what I'm saying, them years going by like this, man, because look, man, we gonna get out of here. It's gonna happen, all right? It's gonna happen. We're gonna get out of here. You got to understand that. I know it's almost damn near surreal. They think we are crazy. And I love it. Because when that thing happens, then there's nothing going to be said. Closed mouths and fear, right? It's going to happen. We're going to get out of here. We just can't look at the scoreboard. Probably check it. We can't look at the scoreboard. We can't look at the shot clock. How much time on that clock, man? Just keep on strutting, man. Keep getting it done, right? There's so many brothers and sisters coming to this truth, man. Look, you know how many Issacharites came into this truth this year, man? Into school? A lot.
In this school or just
in our nation, in the ISUPK. Them brothers came in, man. You know how many Gadites came in? We've been seeing it.
Yeah.
Them brothers coming in here, man. They hearkening to the Lord. They understand what's going on there. They know it's time. And they know this is their duty, you know what I'm saying, to get that 144,000 in. But we, you know what I'm saying, we ain't really worried about numbers. We just gonna do his will, right? We don't know how many people in the school. You know what I'm saying? We don't even care. We got a job to do, right? Not worried about that. So
the Lord ain't even focusing on that.
Exactly.
He don't
He's not.
give a damn if only 5 niggas on
He don't care, man. He don't care. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. He don't care about no numbers, man. He never did.
He really don't need our ass.
He really don't. But
He just want to see who's gonna follow.
Exactly. He want to see who's gonna follow. But we are here for a reason, though. We are definitely here for a reason. Right? This is something that we're not taking lightly. We're not out here playing Israelite. We're not here acting like this. We actually do this. We really do this. What's going on? Okay. Hey, take it down quick. Take it down for a second. It's like, all right, let's get let's keep going. All right, so it's 42. Yeah.
Verse 42.
Uh-huh.
It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt.
Uh-huh.
This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all children of Egypt.
Of Israel.
Generations.
Right.
Verse 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover.
Right.
There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Right. They just talked about the mixed multitude, right? I know they weren't talking about, you know what I'm saying, all nations, you know what I'm saying? Well, because they what I was saying was they include that with all nations when there was just interracial marriage and it's not really talking about, you know what I'm saying, other people that wasn't of our nation. Yes, it was interracial marriage, right? But they were not able to come into the congregation, right, for that Passover, right? Just if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right? If you're Mexican, Colombia to Uruguay. It's like Argentina to Chile. What's that? Reuben, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't see that glare on that. Yeah, Seminole Indians. That is like Seminole Indians and North American Indians. Your Cubans, your actual Cubans, your actual Puerto Ricans. And I know some people try to blend in, with our people and say they're Cuban when they, you know what I'm saying? Got to decipher who really the children of God, but they know who they are, right?
White Cuban.
Yeah, they try, you know, just like here, the people how they like to say $5 Indians. They try to act like they Gad, North American Indians. You know what I'm saying? The white people saying, I'm Native American Indian. Let me get out of here, man.
But you Irish.
Yeah, you're Irish. You just gotta go over here on the casino, and where our Gadites out over there oppressing them. Got liquor stores open, letting them get pissy drunk and dying from drinking too much alcohol on the reservations, right? That's how they got our brothers over there. You know what I'm saying? So they try to say they Native Indian. That's what I'm talking about. So you got a Guatemalan to Panama, a Dominicans, Haitians, West Indians, man, and of course our Negroes from Tribe of Judah, right? Ooh, slack. What was it? Accidentally.
44. Yeah.
Okay, yes, like I'm accidentally changed the thing.
Verse
Go ahead.
44. But that's like, but every man's servant had his bought for money. When thou hast circumcised them, then shall he eat thereof. Verse 45. Foreigner
There it is.
and a hired servant shall no eat thereof.
Right, a foreigner, like I just said, it's not talking about these other nations, right? They're not keeping our traditions. This is for our people only, right? We have plenty of brothers and sisters, right, that probably have already married somebody of another nation, right? Right. But they can't come to the Passover, right? You still married to them if they can understand and they still bear with you, which happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? They still be with them, but they just can't come into our congregation because this is for us only, right? Yeah, this is separate, right? It's holy of a holy nation, of our seed, man, of our seed of Israel, right? And it has to be like that. This is why interracial marriage is a sin according to the Bible. You can't do that no more, right? So there's not going to be any more of that, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we do this. We do this for our nation. We're trying to create our nation. There's not going to be any more of that in the kingdom, man, right? Go ahead. Just read 47. Read 47.
Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it.
Right. And all the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Our people shall keep it, right? All right, let's go to Exodus 13 and 21. All right. So we taking our journey. We getting out of there, man. We getting out of there. All right. So we getting out of there. We going through, we following out of there. Moses that met with Pharaoh, Ramesses already, right? So we getting the hell up out of there. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud.
Right.
Like,
yeah, there you go. You remember? Exactly. Go ahead, explain that. Go ahead. What's that? What's that pillar of a cloud? The Lord went before the children of Israel as we're getting out of Egypt and we're traveling, and we need guidance, right? Moses leading the way, Moses and Aaron, and those men that he chose, right?
Right.
Are leading the way. What's that?
The chariot, man, not no them. Well, you know, everybody putting them as they look like aliens.
Yeah. How they try to explain it, that concept, right? So this right here, that pillar that's by day, a pillar of a cloud. If it's talking about a cloud always leading through that sky, you know what I'm saying? That's a chariot of the Most High, man, with those angels ride in, right? You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say a cloud, because it's not always going to be revealing, right? It's not going to be revealing by sight, but you will gonna definitely see it. Has anybody seen? Y'all have seen the news lately? You see them things going through the sky. You see them fire? Look, I think those chariots. They try to talk about those debris from a satellite. Yeah, like come on, man. It don't happen like that, and they don't just disappear throughout the night like that. They don't just those that would be an idea. They don't. Esau don't know what they're talking about. They're afraid. All right, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Let's put it like that. They know what they're talking about, but they hiding it, right? So, for some of these, they try to put it into a different perspective of because they know something's out there, but they can't tell exactly what it is, right? Only us here know exactly what it is. We know exactly what it is. They're afraid, right, or what it might be, but they don't know exactly what it is unless they listening to us. You know what I'm saying? they hearing us how we explain it, and then they'll know. Them things was going through that sky, man. I'm talking about like 3 or 4 or 5, just zipping through the sky, like they just cruising. Because you know a chariot can move way faster than that, right? I'm talking about they could be on the end of the earth in 0.5 seconds, right? That's how fast they move like that. Like, it's really like that. So, yeah, so just think about that. If you look on the news, you know what I'm saying? You can look at strange, you look up on YouTube, strange stars or whatever's going through the sky in California. Type that up on YouTube. So just think about it like this. The Lord went before us by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead us through the way, and a pillar of a fire gives them. Oh, go ahead, keep going. And by night, start right there.
To lead them
God.
away, and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light to go by day and night.
Right. So we're supposed to see that. You're supposed to see that light by day and night, because they still had to follow, even by day. You still had to see that, right? Because we just needed to know where to go. And Moses followed that thing because he knew who the Lord was with him. He understood what was going on. All right, so go ahead, 22.
Verse 22. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people.
Right. So that angel did not go away at all. At all. That chariot was with us the entire time, man. Entire time. I'm talking about every day, all hours of the day, trying to lead us through that wilderness and through the way, right? Let me keep going. Let's go. It's like. All right, let's go to 14, chapter 14 and verse. Oh, 14 and 4. It's like, let's go to 14 and 4.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 4. And I will harden.
Oh, it's like 3. It's like read verse 3.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 3. For Pharaoh will say to the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness have shut them in.
Right. Okay. So fast forward. We're going through the wilderness, right? We're traveling, trying to get out of there. But Pharaoh and them boys is mad at what just happened, right? so I didn't think they was gonna just go away like that. They gonna try to they already suffering to the max. They might as well try to come and get us and kill us, all right? But they dumb as hell after what just happened. Like, come on, man.
You didn't see what just happened?
Yeah, you see what just happened? Are you crazy?
How quick you forgot?
Oh my goodness, he forgot.
Hard is hard again.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's in the next verse. Go ahead. Verse 4. Let's go.
Verse 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart. That he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. They did so. And the Lord is gangster.
Right. The Lord is the true gangster. God,
Yeah, gangster.
Most High is gangster. Like he gonna show you something, man. He's going to show you something. God, dog.
He said, I will be honored.
Hey, he will be honored upon Pharaoh, right? And upon his host. He's like, oh, they still. Exactly. Yeah. Like, please, please do it again. I've been waiting to do this right here. Look, man, you can't. How they say? Not say your arms too short to box with God, bro. Too short, right? Can't reach to the heavens, man. So keep going.
That the Egyptians may know that. Oh, I read this. Like,
yeah.
Verse 5, and it was told to the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people.
Right.
And they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us.
All right. Now they have a little council like, why in the world did we let them go? Huh? Yeah. Right. It's like, man, still after this, why we let them go? Now we ain't got nothing. Now we gotta do everything ourselves. No workers, no thinking, the inventors, and nothing. Now their whole economy is shut down. Just like America about to be real soon. Look, don't think. Oh, come on now. They won't think the same way, right? So keep going.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him.
He made ready his chariot, man. His weak chariot, not the chariot we just talked about on Most High. He talking about his chariot with the horses. Right. You know what I'm saying? Horseback ride. Which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's just not what we got. Right. It wasn't what we just explained before. So go ahead.
Verse 7. And he took 600 chosen chariots.
Right.
And
dang.
And all the chariots of Egypt and captains over every one of them.
Right.
Like that just tell you why we have ranking order in the school. You see what I can say, and captains over everyone.
Right, exactly. That's how they had that thing, and that's exactly how we ordered our same thing. Once we got in the wilderness, the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? That ranking order is exactly how we do it, like an army, right? So go ahead.
Verse 8.
Right.
And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt.
Right.
And he pursued after the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of Israel and the children of Israel
went
out with a high head.
Right. And children went out with a high head. Okay. So verse 9 say they pursued us, man. You know what I'm saying? They kept coming at this. They drew 9, verse 10, right?
Verse 10, Slack.
Oh, Slack, no, you 12. And let's go to right. So they came after us, and our people they're in a little bit of fear, right? So read verse 13, right?
Verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And Moses said unto the people,
Uh-huh.
Fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord,
right?
Which he will shew to you today.
Right. So look, Moses has seen what the Most High can do, man. He already knows, right? He said we done came this far. The Lord almost got us out of here. Now people probably like, man, look, they coming after us, man. Are we gonna make it out of this? None of them should have doubted at all after what they just been through. After they just seen the plague, so that would just happen, right? What you said? Right. I'm doing most of this right at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little doubtful, and the Lord had to snap on him for a little bit. Say like, who made the tongue, man? You know what I'm saying? Who the one who made the deaf and the blind, right? So go ahead, keep going.
For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today,
Mhm.
ye shall see them again no more. Forever.
Damn, he said you ain't gonna see their ass again. They ain't talking about just they gonna go away. He's like, look, they about to die. They go every last one. And even if one of them lives, they gonna be in that much fear. They ain't after this, you ain't gonna see them again. All right. So go ahead, keep going.
Verse 14.
Right.
The Lord shall fight for you.
Right.
And he shall hold your peace.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children of Israel that they go forward. Verse 16. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea,
Right.
and divide it. So this one he parted the Red Sea.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, we almost there. Go to 27. That's where we at, exactly.
Verse 27. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea.
Right. So, well, we had skip, but the Lord destroyed them with a wind already, right? You know, part of them with a wind, a strong gust of wind, and fire, right? So now we had the waters. Now here comes to this. They're like, nigga, we ain't about to get. Who we gonna swim? We about to swim. How are we gonna get out of this? They probably looking at Moses like nigga. God dog, you got us all the way out here. Now we at the freaking beach. We about to die, nigga. Like, man, what is wrong with you? Like, it's come to this. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Look, Moses probably praying to Moses like, please, like I done did everything he just said, man. Like, do something. But he listened to the voice of the Lord, right? He said, he's like, please, just something. Like, man, just think about being in this situation yourself. Like, I don't know.
Was this before us? Like, thinking of, was this before Noah?
Yeah, it was before.
So
definitely.
Say, come say no.
Nah, I know what you mean, though. Like something, man. See, Moses got the beginning of it all the everything that came with having faith right here. Like, he had to see everything. Like, look, man, look. He said, go ahead, man. Just go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's go to 27. We got 27.
Verse 27. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea,
right?
And the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea.
Right. So this is how he destroyed it. Okay. Before we was just talking about how like we had skipped over it in verse 14 and 21. You know what I'm saying? He divided those waters, right? Where they were able to walk through. They seen that miracle right there. You know what I'm saying? You have to think about this as practical as you can, right? Because some people don't understand the miracles that happen in this Bible, right? And it's most definitely has happened. Definitely. Right? It's a very, very strong wind, right? That went through those waters, right? The Lord, look, come on now. You know how strong wind can be. You can flip cars. You've seen tornadoes, man. You've seen things like that. That strong behind wind divided those waters right there. It was that strong, right? The Lord made that happen, right? The angels were there in the midst of them. They were already leading them out of captivity, leading them through the night. The angels stirred up a strong wind and a storm and a gust of wind to the point where it divided those waters and held it up, right? The Lord did that. That was a miracle before their eyes. Something that you don't, and a miracle is something that you don't see often, right? That's something that happens every blue moon, like that, how they say. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that they've seen. And like, they've never seen something like this happen before. Just like how we don't understand, you know what I'm saying, what could happen here, you know what I'm saying, for the Lord to, you know what I'm saying, to send Ahchaaz back with those chariots, man, with those angels. That's a miracle. That's something that you don't see often, right? And those things happen, right? And it happens for us, the children of Israel, right? So where was that? We was at 28. All right, so go ahead.
Verse 28. And the waters returned and covered the chariots.
Right. It overtook them, man. It crashed on the top of them, man. Because they tried to go through the waters. Are you stupid? Are you crazy, man?
Trying to follow behind.
Yeah, you try to follow behind us and then you see the water already. Come on. All right, go ahead.
And the horsemen and all the hosts of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them,
Right.
there remained not so much as one of them.
Right.
Verse 29. But the children of Israel walk upon dry land in the midst of the sea.
In the middle of the sea.
So as they were walking, the water was closing in behind them.
Yeah. It was closing in. We still walking along. It's like it's guiding us as it's drowning they behind. And we still on dry. Hey, dry land. Come on now. Go ahead.
And the waters were a wall unto them.
Right.
Their right hand and on their left. Verse 30. This saith the Lord,
right.
saith Israel, that day of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. Verse 31. And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians.
Right.
And the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses.
That was at the end of that? What verse was that?
That was verse 31.
All right, man. Let's get out of here real quick, man. All right. That's the most High did for us. As you know, you continue. We got out of there and we continued and we went through the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? And you'll read about it, you know, in Deuteronomy, how we ended off. But let's get to the short topic right here. So that was the deliverance of us, how we got it at the Passover and everything. That was our traditions and everything that we just went through to get out of that land. So we're gonna go into right here to end off the parallel between it, how it's gonna end here, right here in America. Right. You know what I'm saying? All the prophecies that was made after that, right? Right. How everything is gonna happen, right? So this right here, let's get Zephaniah 2:1. Zephaniah 2:1, right? And this is going to explain some things. Mm-hmm. This is at the end of this. We got Passover coming up, and this scripture is going to explain exactly why we do what we do. I'm telling you, next week is coming, man. We've been waiting, man. We've been anticipating this. Like we look. This is our time, man. This is our high holy days, man. We look forward to this every year, man. We want this to come back. I cannot wait, man. It's almost like it's dragging. Like every week, we like, man, I'm ready for Passover. I'm ready. We almost there. Yeah, call out for the rest of the week. Get off your jobs. We're gonna party. We're gonna celebrate each other in a union, black and brown people in one band, one sound, man. Right? We're gonna finally have what we've been waiting on all year, and we need to be here, man, because you never know. The Lord might got down home ended all that night.
Right.
You never know, you know what I'm saying? So just be amongst your brothers and sisters as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Keep following these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord will have mercy on you. He just wants simple instruction, right?
Right.
So yeah, but you the one. You got me real quick. What? We're gonna keep going though. We're gonna read this at the end. And this right here is gonna explain. That's it?
Yeah, it's correct.
God damn. Like, all right.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather yourselves together, O nation, not desire.
Right. Gather yourselves together. Right. Children of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Gather yourselves together. Even if you just finding about this today, come on April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there by around 4:30, 5. Be there early as you can if you need, man. Come gather with us and understand what we're doing, right? Where Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are going to be together. Just come and find out. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you might learn. You never know who you might meet. Just come and gather yourselves together. If you understand that Black and brown people need to be together, right? That we need to come together as a nation. You got something? Oh, right. So it says, gather. Go ahead, read it from the top again.
Gather yourself together, yea. Gather yourself together, O nation, not desire.
Right, O nation, not to desire, right? We're not desired here on this earth, man. We're not desired here in America. We never was desired in any captivity that we have been through. But we were used, definitely used, man. Right? That's all they want us for. They just want to use us for their gain, for their hypocrisy, right? For whatever they want to do, their agenda. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they haven't trying to exterminate us totally. They try to keep it to a low. They kill us definitely in the streets, abortion clinics, and so on, drugs, and you know what I'm saying, putting guns in the neighborhood like they have done over the years and how they still doing. All right. Definitely still doing those things. And they're just trying to keep us to a minimum. Gentrification, right? Different things like that. Okay, so that was it on that, right?
Yeah, kind of.
On nation not desire, right?
Right.
So read Romans. Can you get Romans 9? No, Slaggy. It's like Jeremiah 23:7. Jeremiah 3:27. 23:7. We're gonna talk about Jeremiah, right? So we was sitting here talking about Exodus, talking about how we came out of Egypt, man. Talking about how we came together and following the instructions of the Lord, right? And we're looking for that today. We're looking for that to this day, man, to come and happen for us. Finally getting this second wave, not second, but this thing to happen again for us to get out of our captivity and our troubles, man, here in this earth, right? We're still oppressed, man. We're still oppressed to this day, man. It bothers me day in and day out. Understand how my people are still going through this, right? But we go ahead and read this, man. This is what's going to happen for us. This is a prophecy by Jeremiah. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 7.
Right.
Therefore, behold, the days come.
Right. It says, therefore, behold, the days come. Behold, the days has come. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Letting you know that's a prophecy.
Right. Letting you know that's a prophecy that it's coming. Right. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. The Lord said this, man. This is by the Most High said this is going to happen. Go ahead.
That that they shall no more say,
That they shall no more say,
the
Go ahead.
Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
ooh, he said, the days come where the Lord said, that they're not going to say the Lord liveth, which brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. There's going to be a day where nobody's going to be saying this anymore. All right, there's going to be a day that's coming that nobody's talking about. The Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt. Nobody's going to remember that no more. Nobody's going to even think about that no more. Everybody has seen the movies. Everybody, man, you've seen the movies. You know what I'm saying? Mainly white people playing Moses, playing the Egyptians too. They're playing both sides. Like we can't even get one role right in the movie. You got your what you call that? The Egyptian king movie. Got some weird looking Arabs in there. Like look, man. We're not Egyptian, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Those Africans, they ain't even getting them to play their own roles. I'm pretty sure they offended by that. Like, dang. Like, come on. Can't get some of their tribes to play that. Can't get Idris Elba to play it. Can't get who else? Who else some African actors? Bro from Snowfall, the main dude. Who else? Yeah, he's from London. Yeah, have my himself. Can't get none of them. Like, come on, get them to play some bald-headed Egyptians, man. Right? Get them to do it. Right? But they got our brother who passed away, Chadwick. Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, from South Carolina to play T'Challa, some imaginary African, and the Black Panther. Wakanda Forever, some imaginary place that some Marvel creators made up, right? That they sell our people, right? I understand. I get it. I understand. We suffering because we want some type of comfort. We need something to have hope in, but it's not real, man. This is why I need to follow Commander General Hunter here in the ICPK. How he's leading this nation, man. He's held on to this truth. He's held on to this Bible. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has left him. You know what I'm saying? And kept the school going because everybody wanted their lustful gains and everything, right? They wanted to start their own thing. They wanted their own power, right? But he kept what his teachers had taught them, right? He didn't change anything. He didn't change into no other doctrines, right? He kept exactly what the Bible's saying, right? He's keeping the traditions of the Bible. He's not changing or butchering or sullying down our records, right? Like Officer Shaw said, he like to say that. Sully down. Right? So yeah, so the days come, all right, back again. The days come where we're not gonna be talking about what I just talked about, right? Right. So something's heavy. So read the next verse if you could, Papa Kasha.
Verse 8. But the Lord liveth.
Hey, stress that but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Ooh, what's that, man? What's the north? Remember the land of the north? How the other scripture said? The land of the north. Where we at right now?
Oh, it's like it's America.
Yeah, we're in the land of the north, man. This is biblical prophecy, man. North. They had a compass back then. They understood direction. All right, come on, man. We the children of Israel. We like look. People try to make us seem like we dumb and stuff. Like, get out of here, man. We created y'all world, man. For y'all. Y'all wouldn't, this earth wouldn't be anything without us, man.
Right.
What Christ said, we are the salt of the earth, man. The salt. And we lost our savor, right? But we here now. We back now. We back. We here again. And it's not going away anymore, right? So yeah. So he said, but the Lord liveth that was brought and led the seed of the house of Israel, our whole nation, the house of Israel, out of the north country. That's coming. That's coming now. This is what this is talking about. This is exactly what this is talking about. This is biblical prophecy. We are going to be out of here. Go ahead.
And from all the countries whither I had driven.
Right, man. This part right here, this is Jeremiah, right? Right.
Right.
So out of the countries where he has driven us, right? Where he has scattered us abroad in the four corners of the earth, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. He's scattered us in the four corners of this earth. And we're going to get led out of that. The descendants of the house of Israel. We're getting out of here, man. We're going to go back to our land, right? Go ahead. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell in their own land.
Right. So nobody's going to be talking about this anymore, about that. Because there's a day coming. There's a day coming where this is not going to be remembered. It's going to be to that point, to that multitude. To that multitude that we ain't even going to think about that no more, because it's going to be that extraordinary, right? When Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, when our new Exodus, our second Exodus, man, comes through, right? Where the Lord is going to, where Yahweh, you know what I'm saying, the Messiah, Christ is going to come back with millions of angels, man, and deliver us from this hell, man, from this captivity, from this hell that we have been suffering here for 400 years, man. 400 plus years right here in this earth. That day is coming. That day is coming. And it's going, like how General Muhammad was explaining it, man. It's going to be something we can't even imagine, man. Something that we've only seen in movies, like Independence Day and War of the Worlds, right? That type of stuff. It's going to be an invasion, right? They're going to invade this place. It's going to be over with, man. This is why all these nations are going against nations. Wars and rumors of wars are going up right now. You got every country going and protesting it, riots, and man, you having what you call it?
Even in our homeland.
Yeah, even in our homeland, Israel, man, they over there going crazy right now. It's war. It's time for war, and I love it. This is a movie, man. We could sit back and drink and eat and watch this unfold. Yeah, it's a movie, man. This is amazing. This is what we wanted. We want to get out of here. It's gonna take much. The only how we're gonna get through this COVID. You know what I'm saying? That we've continued to push through, right? Our people have been surviving this COVID in this school. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters have got sick plenty of times, but we still have overcame it. The Lord is with us, man. The Lord is with us. If you haven't noticed, you know what I'm saying? If we're doing His will, and here, you know what I'm saying? He's protected us in this school. I had COVID a couple of times, man. I'm sick to the low down, man. I'm talking about the point where I couldn't even get up. I overcame that thing in a few days, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't by me, it was by the hand of the Lord, right? You know what I'm saying? You might catch it, you know what I'm saying? You might not. But I knew the Lord was with me, right? Let me put it like this. There's a brother, I don't remember the brother. There's a brother in the school that was on the bed. I'm talking about on the bed, hooked up. How Kasak said it? Sabbath service, hooked up to what?
We talking about dialysis?
Yeah, the hooked up to the dialysis. You know what I'm saying? The brother was like that to that point, man. And he said a prayer, man, to the Most High. He said, Lord, let me. I'm paraphrasing how he said it, but he said, Lord, let me get through this, because if I get sick and die, our enemies and our people outside here will think that you are not with this school in the UPK. I'm talking about he to that point sick. And that brother overcame, man. Right. I can't remember what brother it was, but if I can remember, that's exactly what happened. This is actual what happened in the school. And he overcame that thing, man. The Lord is with us, man. He's with us if we will do His will, right? He is with this school. He's with this one body, right? Right. So this is what we are looking forward to at the end of the day. So the Lord liveth that brought us out of Egypt. No more is that going to be said, man. It's going to be a day that that we're going to remember after getting in the kingdom. Is there any more on that?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I already read verse 8. You want to verse 9?
Verse 9. What verse 9 say? Go ahead.
Mine heart within me is broken because of the prophets. All my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine have overcome.
Right.
Because of the Lord, and because of the words of His holiness.
Right. Okay. I understand that. He's just saying, you know, saying he's going through it for definitely, because he's reading what the prophets have spoken, and right. So he has just like how Paul said. Like, let me compare it to that. How he has continual heaviness in his heart, for he wished himself was a curse from Christ, right? For his people, his brethren, who are Israelites, according to the flesh, right? So that's pretty much what he's going through too, right? So let's get Hosea 1:10. 1:10. You might have to read 1:9. Read 1:9. Hosea 1:9. If you could, Bible shot. We about to close it out right now with these last two. It's not a big book, but let me see. Hosea's definitely is right at the day, and before Joel and Amos. It's in the Old Testament.
Hosea chapter 1 and 9.
Kind.
Hosea chapter 1 verse 9.
Right.
Then said God, call his name Laomi.
It's like, let me get there, which is like, then call his name
Loami.
Oh, you can say Loami. Call his name. Then God said, call his name Loami, right? Go ahead.
For ye are not my people.
Right. That's what Loami means. If you see after the semicolon, it says, for ye are not my people. That's what Loami means. That's what that means. Right? It means ye are not my people. Okay, go ahead.
And I will not be your God.
And I will not be your God. This is what the Lord was saying in Hosea, man, because we have backslided after the Lord so many times, right? Plenty of times, right? So keep going.
Verse 9. It said, call his name Laomi, for ye not my people. Like I just read it.
Yeah, go ahead though.
Verse 10. Yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Right. He says, even though you will not be my people, yet the number of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. We're going to multiply like a mud effer. All right. We're going to still multiply. Like we're going to become like the sand of the sea. We're going to be a lot of people, man. We're going to be a shoosh. You know how many, look, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. You can't count it. We're going to be like that amongst this earth, right? So you shall be as the sand of the sea. Go ahead.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Right, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Right.
There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the
living
God.
It says, and there it shall be said. It's like, and there it should say, in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Here we are most definitely not called the children of God. There's not any people that's blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians are not the children of God more than anybody here in this earth right now, and here in America and around this earth. There's no other people, not more the people of God than us right now, right? And we know we are, but to society and to this world, to this wicked place, to this wicked Babylon and Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah, that's how we are revered to every nation. We look like that upon these nations, not the people of God. Because it is said, like it just said, we are said that we are not the children of God. Where it was said we're not the children of God. So go ahead.
Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appointed themselves one head.
One head. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel gather together and appoint themselves one head. The children of Judah, right, which was mainly in Jerusalem, was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in our homeland, Jerusalem, right? Of course, there was probably remnants, small remnants of the other tribes, but mainly it's talking about those three tribes. Because if you read, it was the Levitical priest, right? Judah, right? Mainly, and of course, Benjamin was there in our homeland. So it's the children of Judah and the children of Israel, the rest of the tribes, right? The rest of the 9 tribes.
Aaron and Moses.
Yeah, Aaron and Moses, they was in the tribe of Levi, right? Exactly. And
brothers?
Yeah, brothers, actual brothers, right? Definitely. They were born the same seed, right, of their father, right? And that's crazy because you don't really read too much Moses' family, right? Because it just happened like that. His father was gone, his mama dropped him off in the river, and that was that, right? That's tough. Shout out to Lil Mathan, man. You know what I'm saying? Little bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Officer Barn had, you know what I'm saying, adopted his nephew, right? Coming just like that, man. And that young brother get to grow up in his truth. He has a Hebrew name from birth, and now he get to grow up in his truth, understand who he is, right? And he's raised around these brothers, and we're gonna make sure we raise him right and protect that little baby, man. Right? That's how I think about it right there, man. And that's something glorious. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can't put a price on, man. Right? So shout out to Lil Mathan, right? So yeah. So shall gather themselves one head, man, one nation, right? Just like the other scripture says, they shall be one stick, right? Of that olive branch, and they shall come out the land. Go ahead, and they shall come to the land.
And they shall come up out of the land. The great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Right,
Jezreel.
Yeah, the great shall be the day of Jezreel. That great day, man, coming. Right. So let's end off with this last scripture. Let's get Hosea. No, it's like Romans 9 and 25. No, it's like give me Hebrews 8, chapter 8. Right. It's like Hebrews 8. Oh, I'm trying to get you. I got you. Hebrews 8 and 20. Hebrews 8 and 10. So like, and then after that, if you can hold it, if you can find it, or we'll get at that. Romans 9 and 25 after that. But go ahead, read it. Or Hebrews 8.
Hebrews 8 and 10.
Right.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days.
Right.
Saith the Lord.
Right. He said, this is the covenant that I will make with the house of, it's like with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. After all of these days that we have been through, right? It's talking about this biblical prophecy. Go ahead.
I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Right. Dang, I should have read verse 9. Go ahead, read verse 9. It's like, so he said this is the covenant that he made with the house of Israel after those days. But go ahead, read verse 9. Hebrews 8 and 9. Not according to the covenant I made with their fathers in that day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
Right. Not this ain't that covenant. This ain't that first covenant that he made. Remember, he made a covenant with us in Deuteronomy after Moses led us out of Egypt. Not that covenant, right? This is something that's going to continue and come after that. This is what Zephaniah was talking about, right? This is what Zechariah was talking about. He was talking about the future. They was looking forward to this, right?
Yeah, that was the future prophecy.
Exactly.
That I will lead them out of the north.
Right. Right.
Some north land.
Yeah, out of the land of the north. And he said that exactly, but said north. It's talking the same biblical prophecy right there. So go ahead.
And I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not.
Right.
Said the Lord.
Right. He said, because we didn't keep his covenant after that, and he regarded us not for that, right? So that's what he said. So we're going to get the precept for Hosea, this last one right here. We're going to get that precept from in Romans 9:25. And this is the precept for Hosea 1:10 that we just went over.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 25.
Right.
As he said also in OC.
Right, as he said in OC, which is Hosea, right? Just is written in Greek, right, in the New Testament. So Paul is referring back to OC, right, to Hosea. He's reading. Look, these prophets always go back. They always reiterating what happened before. So you know that they are talking about the children of Israel. This is where you look. This is where you're not gonna get past this. All right, for all you people out there that want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the Gentiles and everything, right? So go ahead, read verse 24. Start at 24 again.
Even us, whom he called not the Jews only, but also the Gentiles.
Right. And of course, how people like to say, you know what they like to say. Right.
Everybody.
But the Gentiles too. It's me, every nation. How is Gentiles every other nation when when the children of Israel was scattered in every nation, right? Which is what it's talking about. That's why what Christ said, go not into the way of the Gentiles. So he was talking about those actual nations. But this time, we had to refer to ourselves as Gentiles, right? We couldn't keep our customs and stuff in their land. All right. And like I said last time, this is happening now. You can't even call yourself a Jew now. Look what happened to Kyrie Irving. Look what happened to Kanye West for saying that blacks are Jews. And not even just posting a little movie, a documentary. Like, dang. Nick Cannon. And who else? Yeah, Hebrews the Negroes, exactly. That brother that made that documentary. Right? Like, come on, man. Go ahead, 25 again.
Verse 25. And as he said also in OC, I will call them my people, which were not my people.
Right.
And her beloved, which was not beloved.
Right. In the land of what this is it. This is where he's gonna call us his people again, man. Now you seeing it coming into effect right now. This is what they was prophesying and talking about in the land of the north, right? They were talking about the same thing. We weren't called his people, man. This is what Paul was talking about. Now we're back again. We're back to being the Lord's children again, man. You know what I'm saying? He looked down and had mercy upon us. Go ahead and read 26.
Verse 26. And it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be called the children of the living God.
Right. There it's going to be said that we're the children of the living God. We are going to finally, people are going to come to the realization that we are the children of God here right now, right? Because the Lord is going to be with us. It's going to be revealed to these nations in front of their face, man. Even before Christ comes and gets us out of here, they're going to finally see that, right? So as you're a man or woman in a jail cell, thinking the Lord doesn't hear your prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying, some little girl that has probably been molested, or some little boy that's that has low self-esteem, man. And you think the Lord don't hear your prayers. He does hear your prayers, man. He hears it. He does hear it. And all those prayers are going to go up, man. It's going to go up to the Most High. He's going to hear your prayers, because that's what it says in Revelation, that the angels are going to put those prayers, as it says, as a metaphor. You know what I'm saying? As a what you call it? It's like what Christ called it? Not a metaphor.
Dang. I'm trying to think.
What's that word, man? It's on top of my tongue too, huh? Not collage. Not a metaphor, but a
I know the word I'm trying to say.
So like I'm messing up everything. Parable. Oh, God dang it. Good Lord. It came to me. It finally came. Yeah. So again, let me go back. As you're a child, man, you know what I'm saying, sending up your prayers. They sending prayers up to the Most High, man. Because they growing up with Christianity. They know there's a God, man, but they are suffering, man. Our people are suffering. And they need the Lord to hit them. And they probably don't think the Lord hit them, but they still sending up the prayers to the Most High to have mercy on them. Because they might not know exactly who the Lord is. Right? The Lord's gonna have mercy on those people, man, who's suffering. That happened to us, man. You know what I'm saying? We didn't understand where we're going, but we were still sitting there praying. Because we understood that there was a power, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere out there that understood us, right? That we could go to. And as you are out there, you thinking and he don't hear you, he does hear those prayers. And like it says in Revelation, in that parable, in that metaphor, that the Lord is going to gather all those prayers, man, put them in an instant burner, as we have right here, right? Put them in an instant burner, and he's going to pour out those prayers, right? Right? It's going to go up to the Most High, and it's going to pour, right? And he's going to hear all those prayers, and he's going to use all those prayers in the destruction, right? Destruction here in America, man. And he's going to use that to destroy our enemies, man, right here on this earth, man, to get us out of this captivity. That's what's going to happen to these nations, man. And this is what's going to happen for us to get up out of this captivity that we have been in, this misled us as a people here in America, man. So with that being said, man, let's get it together. Let's go to the Passover for this one time that we get to get out of our hell, out of our you know what I'm saying, out of our captivities, our slaveries, working these jobs, man. One time out of the year, finally come together as one. You know what I'm saying? Finally have a few days off or something, or a day off, man. Finally, just to forget about all these troubles, man, for once and for all. Right? So let's do that on April 1st, man. One time, right? So let's clap up for class one time, man. I'm gonna get the security announcements right here. We'll close out right here. All right. We are the ICBK, starter 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're here to sell themselves to the world. They're here to be saluted only. They're here, they're here to sell themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in our particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you gets to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. All right, there's a holy convocation. You have next, what we just talked about, we just went over. We have the 54th, the Lord's 54th annual Passover. All right, on Wednesday, on the 29th, we have the lamb slaughter, right? Right. We had the lamb slaughter early that day. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday, Thursday we have the all black party, right? Right. And we have the slave plantation tour, right? Right. We have the itinerary of that online on Facebook and then online. And then on Friday, we have scripture breakdown with General Muhammad, right? Scripture breakdown. There's other events too, but these are the main events I'm talking about. And then Saturday, we have the 54th annual Passover. And then Sunday, we have Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right. That's what we have on that day. All right. So let's do a courtesy salute real quick. All right. So we did in the class. You can follow along. All right. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah. All right. Let's turn to sisters. All right. Same thing. Imagine Shabbat. Amadi Barak. Yahweh Shemal Atah Bashem Yahshua. All right. And Yajamatah. Class is missed.